Thank you, and thank you, of course, for inviting me again this year to be part of this solemn day. Merci de m'avoir invité. Ça me fait plaisir d'être ici, malgré les circonstances très difficiles. Of course, I would like to start by offering my sincere condolences to all of you, members, family members of the victims. Mes sincères condoléances à vous tous. We have now worked together for nearly more than 2 years. I've been appointed more than 2 years as foreign minister, and through time, we got to know each other. We had the chance to work together and share your pain, your grief, and of course your anger. And you taught me a lot. We all learned more through your different stories, from Ahmed telling me about his beloved wife and daughter, his mother as well, from Kurosh talking to me about his beloved fiancée while walking on the banks of the Red River in Winnipeg. Sarah this morning talking to us about her partner, and Mirzad, who talked about his wonderful son, and also making sure that there's a beautiful poster of him just behind him every time he would speak to us. And I know that 4 years ago, your lives were changed, and Canada was forever changed. I share your grief, and Canadians from Halifax to Vancouver share your grief. And the absence of your loved ones have created such a void, that one that reminds us of preciousness of life. And yet your courage and your resilience inspire us all. 1 year ago today, we stood, the Prime Minister, many colleagues. We were in Toronto. We went after to the Mel Lansman Square. And I told you that 2023 would be a year of action. Together we can look back on what we've achieved over the past 12 months. With our partners, with the UK, with Sweden and Ukraine, we have taken steps to seek justice and to hold Iran accountable for its horrific actions before the international community. Because let me be clear, the world must know what happened on January 8, 2020. That is why our pursuit of justice has been resolute and diligent. I told you a year ago we would hire the best lawyers on earth to make sure that we would win these cases. That's what we've done. I know that Palana Kavan is here. And in July, we filed a historic case against Iran before the International Court of Justice. It was an important moment. 4 countries, Canada, UK, Ukraine, and Sweden, before this esteemed court, letting the world know that Iran would not be able to sweep the PS 752 Downing tragedy under the rug. And today we reached another milestone, a very important one. As you may have heard, we announced this morning the filing against Iran before the International Civil Aviation Organization in Montreal. So we now have 2 cases in 2 jurisdictions under 2 laws against Iran. Iran must take full responsibility for the downing, including full reparation. And Iran owes this to Canada. Iran owes this to the world. Most importantly, Iran owes this to you. And Iran owes this to the memory of all of those who were lost that day. And we're not naive. The path to justice is long, it is difficult, and as they say, the wheels of justice are slow, but they grind very finely. Every step taken has been important to pursue accountability from Iran, and we will not allow Iran evade justice. The Prime Minister alluded to it. Earlier this year, also in the memory of those who lost their lives on January 8, 2020, we launched an important scholarship program, like the Prime Minister mentioned, thinking about the future. And over 5 years, Canada will provide 176 scholarships, one in memory of each of the persons that were lost that day. Each scholarship is worth $25,000. It is for Canadians and international students to come to study in Canadian colleges and Canadian universities. And I'm pleased to announce today that the first 32 recipients have been selected, including 6 candidates that have linked to the families of the PS752 victims. So we stand here today determined to honor the memories of those who were lost. The Iranian regime continues to show complete disregard for human life, for human rights, and the dignity of the Iranian people. It is a regime that is destabilizing the region and undermining prospect of peace. And I must say thank you. Thank you in the leading role, the leadership role you've been playing to make sure that the world would see what is happening in Iran. And I wanted to highlight also the work of particularly Ahmed Ismailian, for all your work, Ahmed, in making sure that the world would know. We promise that we have not forgotten the brave people of Iran fighting for their freedom or the Women Life Freedom Movement. And we have not forgotten Mahsa Amini. Women, life, freedom. Femme, vie, liberté. Zan, Zendegi, Azadi. In closing, I would like to thank the Family Association. Kurosh, Nawaz, we took a good look at what you were asking, and we will work on every single item on that list. I said to you last year, 2023 would be a year of action. 2024 will be a year of solidarity, of unity. We won't let the Iranian regime divide us, and we will put maximum pressure on it. I would like to thank you for your courage. I know that many of you have gone through lots of examples of intimidation, or families of yours or loved ones in Iran have gone through intimidation. We will never accept it. We will make sure that the Iranian regime bear consequences for it, and we will be steadfast in our support. So you can count on us, on me as your ally, as your champion, working, of course, with the government to hold Iran accountable and seek justice. Merci.